people, you are welcome to my channel. This is your girl Mami Ajaka. Today we are going to learn something new, and please, I want to beg you, subscribe to my channel. Don't just watch the video and go. One of the ways you can help me grow this channel is by subscribing. Subscribe, share the video, comment. It encourages. So today we are going to cut two pieces skirts. Two pieces skirt, or like in Ghana we say slit. So this part you can either use it for slits or for skirts. That is what we are going to do. And so we have our tape measure, our marker, our scissors, our pen, our curves also here. Okay, so the measurement we are going to need for this is waist measurement. The waist is 34. You divide it into 2. And that is going to be 17. Hip measurement, hip is 44. Divide it into 2, and that is going to be 22. Then skirt length or slit length, we are using 40 because the paper, the length is 40. Then your waist to knee, we are using 18. Waist to knee, we are going to make it 18. And then waist to hip, we are going to make it 9. And so that's what we are going to use to draft our pattern. Okay, because it's 2 pieces, we are going to make this thing 2. We are going to divide this paper into 2 equal parts. So from this is going to be our waistline. Yes, our waistline. And so from waist to hip, we are using 9. So this is our 9. And I'm going to mark the same 9 also here. Then waist to knee, we are using 18. I'm going to mark 18 also here. Okay, so let me label for you to see. This is waist, hip, the knee. Okay, now our waist measurement 34 divided into 2. Now waist measurement 34 divided into 2 is 17. And so this is 17. We are going to locate the middle of 17, and the middle of 17 is going to be 8.5. So we'll place 8.5 on this line, the line in the middle. Then we are going to mark here, and then this is our 17. We'll mark the 17 also here. Now when we come to the hip, we are using 22. That is 44 divided by 2, making 22. And so 22, the middle of 22 is going to be 11. So we have our 11 here. Our 11 is exactly on the line in the middle. And so this is 22. Okay. And then we'll come to this point to 22 is here. Okay. So that's where I need to rule my line to. Okay, so Okay, so this is the hip line. Now when we come here, the knee, instead of 22, we are going to deduct 2 inches from it. So instead of 22, we are going to make it 20. You can deduct more. You can deduct more. It all depends on you. You can deduct more. So 20, we'll place 10 on the, we'll place 10 at the middle. So this is our 10. Then we come here to, this is 20. Okay. Okay. Now when we come to the down here, you will determine how wide you want it. This paper is for pattern. It's not wide enough to determine it. So it's not wide enough to make it very wide. So we'll just use the points here, the ends here. So we'll just use the ends here to determine our wideness. And this is, what you measure is 30. Let me measure. So this is 30, but you can make it more. You can make it 40, 45, 50. It depends on how wide you want the down to be, how you want it to flow. And so we are going to join our point. So we'll join this to the ends here. Ends here. Okay, because this is what I'm going to, because the fabric is not that wide, I am not going to make it 20. I'm going to reduce it and make it 18 so that I can get my shape very well. And so 18 will have 9. And so it will be here. Okay. So I'll join this to the point, the ends here. So I'm going to join this. Then I'll join this one also. This has no allowance in it. Now we are going to join from the knee to the hip. From the knee to the hip. Then from hip to waist. So this is our part. Now cut this out. Okay, so when I place this on a fabric, I am going to add 6 inches allowance to it. 6 inches, 2 inches will be for that. 1 here, 1 here. Then the 4 inches is going to be allowance, 2 inches here, 2 inches here. This is for the front. Now when I come to the back, because we'll give it zip allowance, I'm not going to add just 6. I'll add 2 extra 2 or 3 inches. So if I add 3 inches, it's going to be 9. So it means the back, I'm going to add 9 inches allowance to it. So when I place it at the back, I'll just fold it this way. And my fabric too is going to be folded into 2 for the back, because I folded the pattern into 2. Then my fabric will also be folded into 2. Then when I place it on the fabric, I'll just take my tape measure and measure my zip allowance, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, all through down. Then when I come here, I'll just add the allowance to it. That is 6 inches. So 6 inches, because it's folded into 2, I'll not add 6. I'm going to add 3. And so just add 3 inches here at the waistline. At the hip line, you can decide to make it 2 inches, which is cool, because the 3 inches, 1 inch is going to serve as a dart, and the dart is going to end somewhere here. And so 3 inches here. So you can add 2 inches here, then 2 inches, 2 inches down, and you draw it out, you cut, and you are done. And so this is our 2 pieces skirt or 2 pieces slit. Now if you are using this for slit as we do in Ghana, then you can use the same hip measurements straight for the waistline, straight. And so the hip you have 11, the waistline you have 11, meaning you are not shaping it. You have 11 at the waist, you have 11 at the hip line, you have 11 at the waistline plus your allowance. So if you are adding 4 inches allowance, so 4 plus 11 is going to be 15. So you have 15, you are going to have 15 at the waistline. Then you draw it through and shape, because after you just add rope to it, and when you pull it, it's going to be equal to your waist and get your hip exactly the way you want. So this is for our 2 pieces skirt. And so my dear, if you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. One of the ways you can help me grow this channel is by subscribing, sharing, commenting, and also liking. Don't just watch the video and go. Subscribe for me. Thanks and God bless you. Bye bye.